Hi there, welcome to my Thai Laguna kitchen. Today we are going to be making coconut water kefir. On this channel we have made coconut milk kefir and it came out delicious. The only difference is instead of using milk, we're using coconut water. Coconut water is so high in electrolytes and it can be a little sweet for me or anyone who might have some digestive issues or someone who just really loves to make sure that they're getting really diverse strands of probiotics. So this time we are going to be using the same coconut kefir starter from Ecology. I really love this starter because it comes with the strands that I already know really work well for my digestive system. You can use any kefir starter that you feel comfortable with. I would say that you could probably also use a probiotic tablet if you would like to try that as well. But today, what I know and what I've loved, what I've used is this friendly kefir starter. It comes in packets, and we're going to do a little bit of math and test it out. The second thing we're going to need is coconut water. So this is a really pink looking coconut water. You're going to see coconut water of all colors. I really love to make sure that it hasn't been processed in any way. I bought it bottled, but you can also buy a young Thai coconut. So you can get it from the grocery store. You can we use a cocoa jack to crack it open. And then you're able to get the meat, the coconut meat, which is like a white, firm. Here, I'll show you. So this is the coconut meat you can get from the top and then on the inside of the coconut. And then you can use the water directly from the coconut, and it's super delicious. It's a great way to save a little bit of money. You will put a little bit more labor of love into the coconut kefir, but it's a really great way to make yogurt, to make a really delicious ice cream with the coconut meat, and then also get your coconut water at a really good price. Usually you can find these in bulk. We really love like Asian grocery stores. You can buy a whole box of them, and that's usually a great way to save a little bit of money while you're making these things if you have the time, and it really does pay off in the end. So how I like to think about probiotics is the same way as you would almost fertilizer or testing your soil when you're gardening. We all have this inner ecosystem in our digestive tract, and so when I think of probiotics, I think of that as the fertilizer to our digestive system. So it helps to feed our own inner microbiome. It helps to help balance, help regulate our inner ecology system, just like you would when you're gardening. It's the same concept. And so if you're having any digestive issues, this is a really nice drink to have. Or if you just had a little bit too many sweets, or if you just love probiotics, you love fermentation, you just love how it tastes, you love the whole process of it, this recipe is definitely for you. And I've been making this for a few years now. We're kind of doing a more lazy, simple method of just buying the water, the kefir starter, and that's all you have to do. Once we show you a couple tricks, you're going to be on your way and doing it yourself. It's so simple. First, we're going to heat our coconut water, and we're going to get it just to be around 90 degrees and no more and no less. And then that way our kefir starter strands will be able to really able to dissolve quickly into the water and really get going, really start catching, so that it can start fermenting and breaking down and just creating all the goodness that we're looking for. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thanks again for being here. So one of the first things you're going to do is make sure to run everything you're working with when you're fermenting under really hot water. This is going to help to disinfect everything that we are using, all your equipment, but especially the jars and anything that is holding or touching the coconut water to start, just so that it doesn't get any unwanted bacteria that's gonna alter or shake out the fermentation that we're looking for. Once the temperature gets to be around 85 degrees, I would probably just turn off your heat just to be safe, because it's going to naturally start climbing pretty quickly. So since this isn't traditional fermentation, we're gonna just put a closed lid on it, put it on top of the fridge or in a dark place for about 24 hours. Just taste it. If it tastes a little bit tangy, that's exactly what you're looking for. Just want to make sure it stays at temperature or between 70 and 72, just to remain in good form so it keeps on fermenting and breaking down the sugars into really nutrient-dense probiotics. Oh, we have the final result. It's been fermenting for a few days now. So it can take about 1 to 3 days, and what you're looking for is it's gonna look cloudy, and it's gonna even have some clumps in there, and those are the probiotic strands kind of working in there. Once it's done fermenting, all you have to do is put it in the fridge, and it will keep fermenting. So over time, sometimes it will get really fizzy and sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends on the fermentation. And once you start taking it, you can start with maybe like 1/4 a cup every day, work your way up to a 1/2 cup, just to kind of ease in the probiotics if you have a sensitive digestive system or microbiome. So I hope this was helpful for you, and thank you so much for being here.